Gardening, it's messy, and assuming you want your plants to thrive, it often involves water. Also, people who actually plan their garden, they tend to like to write those plans down. Although I've always been pretty haphazard with my garden planning, I am an obsessive compulsive collector of notebooks. The one thing that wasn't in my collection until recently, a notebook that looks completely normal, right down to the place where you put your name in case you lose it, but purports to be waterproof. In fact, it even comes with a frickin' waterproof pen. But I refuse to be gullible. This notebook wasn't going down without a solid college try. Sure, the paper feels a little different than your average pastel colored legal pad that you snag from the office, but if I couldn't make this thing work under some trying circumstances, I was going to lose faith and quickly. I've complained loudly on the blog about my lack of garden at the moment, and hey, even if the notebook turned out not to be waterproof, I figured, hey, at the very least, I could always email this particular segment to the community garden coordinator in Oakland just to make him feel a little guilty that he hasn't awarded me my very own plot. Now, in California, we don't actually have rain. In fact, we don't have any water, apparently. But what we have sinks. We have lots and lots of sinks. I don't actually know how we manage to simultaneously have no water for the plants, but plenty of tap water for the people. But, I'm going to let Al Gore worry about that. Regardless, my sink seemed like the perfect place for this particular experiment. Hypothesis? This notebook is going to deliver on the waterproof promise. So I gave it the equivalent of a brief but effective soaking rain. With an ordinary notebook, this would be game over. But this notebook? Solid. No amount of rubbing got rid of the text. This has major ramifications, of course, because it means you definitely want to be sure you're writing something in the keeper category when you write in this notebook. I mean, check it out. It frickin' beads and the water runs right off the paper. Your normal legal pad, yeah, there might be a little bit of beading going on, but most of it's going to soak in and whatever you wrote is going to be all over the place. So don't be using this paper to write down any secrets that you might want to take back later. You're just going to get yourself in trouble. But what if you left the notebook under your tomatoes, watered them, and then realized you still needed to document the number of zucchini blossoms just waiting to get battered and fried? I needed to conduct one final test. Would the pen write on the watered down paper? There was barely any suspense at all. The pen and paper performed like a champ, and I'm already pondering how long it's going to take me before I have to order my first notebook refill for the outdoorsy little case.